We are live here in New York City. It is High Level Week at the United Nations. That is where all the leaders of the world come together and give their speeches for what New Yorkers know as Hell Week, because it basically takes you 30 minutes to go half a mile in the city. This week, you're going to hear speeches. Biden gave his speech yesterday. President Zelensky will give his speech today. That's going to be interesting. Abbas will speak for the Palestinians on Thursday. And then this weekend, going into next week, we're going to hear from China, Russia, Iran, and Netanyahu for Israel. So I think it's going to be a good time. But I do want to remind you, Cheney, of our first high-level week at the United Nations. It was.
I would like to forget our first high-level
right.
week
It
at the
is.
United Nations.
It is total chaos. Is security everywhere. There's people everywhere. But I remember that first week. It was really important. It was going to be Donald Trump's first speech on the world stage. And we were getting all the meetings lined up for him because we had to coordinate all of that. And he called me the Sunday before High Level Week. His speech was on Tuesday. And he said, "Hey, Nick," he said, "did you get a chance to look at the speech?" And I said, "Yes, sir, I did." I said, "It's really good," and it was. And he said, "Okay, well, we're ready." And I said, "Listen, I want to just let you know what you're walking into." I said, "When you go to the United Nations, it's a serious place." I said,
Serious.
serious for, and I said, "It's going to be quiet when you speak." I said, "It's not going to be like a rally. You're not going to hear applause, none of that. So, I want you to think of it like church." He's like, got it, church. And he said, "Well, I want to ask you a question." And I said, "What's that?" And he said, "I was thinking, what if I refer to Kim Jong-un as Little Rocket Man in the speech?" Cheney, honestly. And I said to the president, I said, "Mr. President, did you not just hear the part I said about church?" He said, I know. He said, "But I tweeted it out and it killed with the base." And so I said, "Look, you're the president. You can say whatever you want to say." Fast forward to Tuesday when he's supposed to give the speech. North Koreans are sitting in the front row. He goes to say it and he says it.
Of course he does.
And everybody has like their translation pieces in it. So there's a little bit of a delay. And then all of a sudden you see them look at each other and they start laughing. And a couple of hours later, I'm meeting with the president of Uganda. And he says, "So tell me, Madam Ambassador, what are we going to do about this little rocket man?" And for the rest of the week, everybody referred to Kim Jong-un as Little Rocket Man. That was the power that was Donald Trump. He could literally call someone something, and the rest of the world started calling Kim Jong-un Little Rocket Man.